All right, guys, welcome to round 4 action. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and get thrown in. If you guys are hanging out on Twitch, I'm going to go ahead and run a channel prediction here. Let's see, who's going to win this game? We have Billy on Levia, and then we have Liam on Victor. Should be a close one. I think this is a pretty fun match to watch. Honestly, I'm a big fan of it. I personally enjoy the gameplay from how this match plays out. I love everybody's like, love you too. Y'all are killing me, bro. Here we go. All right, so Victor starts out not making a surge, pitches Righteous Cleansing, and Trounce to swing the hammer here. So I'm going to be honest, I'm a big fan of playing Titan's Fist in this matchup, so I'm kind of surprised to see that Liam is still on the grindstone here. Billy just blocked 6 to be able to go ahead and fill some graveyard there. I think that's a good choice. And Liam does not Arsenal. I was like telling me that he has 2 block cards in his hand. And let's see, what did we... Wow, he wins the 2 gold, and he wins the Test of Strength, and he wins the Might, and he has a Debilitate in his hand. So looking at a pretty good start here. Like, this has got to feel like a pretty good start to the game for Liam, being able to win those clashes like that. Yes, Silas dropped. I think Silas 002 dropped. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what happened. Oh man, that's a lot of equipment from Billy here early on. Smashback Elhorn into Endless Maw for 10. So Billy trying to do his best to set up to like really swing this game in his direction here. I'm a big fan of this because, I mean, swinging for 10 is like you're forcing Victor to really make a decision here. Like how they want to play through this game here. And I think that, you know, more often than not, like if Victor's on the back foot, it's like, I mean, this is for any game. It's hard for any hero to come back when they're on the back foot. But I think actually more so in this matchup, I think you need to be ahead early as the Victor player. Gives Balance of Justice and Tectonic Plating. The shield. Wow. And takes. He blocked with nothing. This has got to be a Pulverize, right? Like, this has to be a Pulverize. Like, because even Righteous Cleansing, he would give a card from hand. Really? That is interesting to me. Gave up a lot of equipment value to throw a Debilitate. I'm curious to ask Liam about this turn afterwards, because this is some spiciness right here. Like, I'm intrigued by this. I think it's a little early for Billy to give the Husk here. I don't think he's really going to be looking at giving the Husk this early on. But he definitely wants to block this efficiently and make sure that he is able to not let the Debilitate happen. Okay, so he does block out the Debilitate's Crush effect here, but he gives up a Doomsday and a Reckless Swing to do it. Oh, wow. Good value here. Coming in for 7 go again, still having 2 cards in hand. And, I mean, this could be, like, claw into another attack here. So, like, Billy looking to, like, really push tempo here. Okay, blocks 5. Blocks with Terra Sunder and... Okay, so I think Billy clicked too far here, and it accidentally just, like, it went too far right there. Is what happened at that point in time. Did he banish? Wow, so he banished a Blood Rush Bellow, a Barraging Beatdown, and then he drew into... It doesn't say, I don't think. I don't know. It probably said somewhere and I just can't see it. Okay. He gives the civic steps here. I'm curious to see if Billy has another attack to throw or if it's just going to be throw the other claw and arsenal a card. I think this is an interesting decision point. It's just the other claw? Oh, so it was a beast within. I thought that was just part of like him discarding originally, but he actually drew that. Okay. So Liam is down to only 3 equipment block left, so I'm curious to see what he's throwing here. I would also be curious to know what Liam has in his arsenal here and what's set up for him already. Like, what's in his arsenal here? So the Spinal Crush happens. Okay, so there is a crush effect from the Spinal Crush. Billy just wants to throw the Endless Maw for 9 here. He almost whiffed. He hit 2 misses and a hit. I mean, and that's what you want. Like, okay, a Trounce and a Sink Below. And he does win the Trounce. Man, Liam is like really like he's winning a lot of his clashes here. And I have to say, like, don't see that a ton, like, from the Victor side of things. Like, at least in my experience, like, there are a lot of turns where you're not actually able to do that. Okay, so because of the surge he had floating and the one from the Trounce, he's actually able to throw Thunderquake for 11 here, which is just vanilla damage. Like, but don't get me wrong, like that's how Victor wins the game, is just by outvaluing you every turn, which is really solid. So I think this is like a good place to be for the Victor player. The only thing that really concerns me about the Victor spot is the fact that like he only has 3 equipment block left, and he does have the draw card from Balance of Justice. But at the same time, like Billy, man, sorry, my headband's messed up here. Billy still has Husk and Fleshback here. So like, I don't know. Like this is species spicy. We got some species spiciness here. Billy really deciding how he wants to block here. Gives Husk. Okay. Takes 5, go to 21. I mean, to be fair, like, sort of like a crush effect, like, it's only ever going to be damage here. So, like, the ability to be able to, like, use that is really not, like, it's not being hampered there, I don't feel like, by blocking that way. They both reveal 7s. I'm curious to see if Liam breaks to put his on the bottom. I would have done that as well right there. I think that was a good decision. Plays Howl, plays Mark of the Beast for 9. Good turn from Billy here. I mean, it's only 12 points, but it is like I think a tempo swing here in some fashion. It really just depends on what Liam can throw back here, because Liam is up 2 points, and Billy has 3 points of equipment block, and Liam has 2. So like, it's really a pretty like close game so far. I wonder if this is going to be 5 go again into the hammer. Swinging the hammer on this matchup is so scary when it's Grindstone, because I just feel like there's so many things that like can go wrong. Now, knowing that there's a 7 on top of the deck does make it pretty safe to swing the Grindstone here. Has Billy played a Blood Rush yet? Have we seen a Blood Rush? Billy's played 1 Blood Rush. Okay. And let's see, we blocked with 2 tests of strengths and 2 trounces, and he's played 1 sink below so far. Is what Liam's played so far. So, I mean, there's still a trounce and a test of strength left. Now, he did pitch the trounce. The 1 trounce that's left in his deck, he actually pitched on like turn 0, I think, to be able to swing the hammer. So, swings the hammer, and the disable's on, or no, the disable is actually in his hand. That's the disable he saw, so we don't know what's on top of the deck anymore. So, swinging the hammer has a whole new level of like fear there, in my opinion. I'm curious to see what they reveal. He does get rid of an Art of War, so throwing the grindstone there actually panned out for him. Okay, throws 3, and then he throws 6. So he's actually not able to turn off Blood Debt right here. He goes to 13 and flips into Blasmo. Okay, what are the 5 cards that he has access to play here? Mark of the Beast, Dread Screamer, Boneyard Marauder, and Endless Maw? Okay. 10 Overpower coming at you, or 11? Oh my gosh, did he play Buckle and play that? Wow, Buckle looking insane. This isn't even We Have Crippling Crush at home. This is like, I mean, this is 11 Dominate, but like, man, he's getting a lot of value out of this. That Buckle looking really good right there. So he actually gets to destroy the Scabskin Leathers here, which is insane. Now, granted, Billy's not going to use it too often here, but still, that is very good. All right, here comes Balance of Justice, I'm sure. At least I would be thinking Balance of Justice because you never know what's going to get milled. He may not ever play an Art of War or a Blood Rush again. So I'm looking at this and I'm probably thinking, yeah, like this is a time to use Balance of Justice here if I had to think. Did you lose, Trent? Did you get got by Axe Dorinthia this round? Block 6, okay. I mean, I think when you're up 8 points, I think blocking 6 is a very smart play. You should probably give the, I would give the Civic Steps here. I think we missed one by not giving the Civic Steps right there. Because now you get to block 6 from hand and take 5, go to 8. And like, I think if you block Civic Steps, you can block with the shield there. You get to stay at 9 this turn. So he's going to win a Vigor. I mean, that's fine. You don't really care about giving your opponent a Vigor, in my opinion. I don't think the Vigor, like, really... A Shunt killed you on a Blood Rush Bellows turn? Oh, bro. That's the worst, Trent. That is the worst, brother. I'm really surprised he reclassed right there. Really surprised he reclassed right there. Oh, boy. Shoo! Okay, so I'm curious to see if Liam gets put in a bad spot because he hasn't blocked with the Civic Steps yet. Like, I'm curious to see how that all pans out. Blocks with a Pommel and a Thunderquake here. Oh, man, this might be the writing on the wall right here. This might be the writing on the wall right here. I think this is as good as an opportunity as you're going to get to be able to block with the Civic Steps. Yeah. You can still get punished because he has access to 3 cards here, but like this is probably as good as it's going to get. Does that do it? Man, that game was a roller coaster there. There was a lot of back and forth.